Hiya people. Well, just out and about on one of my errands. You can see getting back to hopefully travelling again. I am doing a short errand for my lovely wife. She's taken up the reins the last couple of weeks and done all the driving while I've been recovering from surgery, so top notch. Now, I'm making this clip because it would appear that there are some others of mankind out there that have some strange belief that if they do something, that they're not responsible for their actions. Now, yes, I put YouTube clips up on there for public purview, and yes, I get quite a few comments, some very positive, other comments not so positive, some, and I have sort of thresholds that I get to. When they start getting more racist or homophobic sort of comments, or just you're wasting my oxygen type comments, then I just report them. Generally, I get a lot of nasty comments from people that will call me crazy. They'll tell me I need to seek help, and it's mainly because they might say that because they're perfectly well-rounded individuals and I'm the nut job, but I look at it as the point that they just don't understand what I'm doing. They don't comprehend the language enough to comprehend what I am doing, what the subtle differences in the language and in the words that I'm using, because that's all I'm doing. I am just using words and asking questions, but that's all it takes for people to just fly right off the handle and consider you to be a complete nutter because you have an alternative view that might, I don't know, challenge their belief system or their societal structure or whatever. Then they have to knock you, they have to call your names, or, you know, on occasion I've had the occasional prank phone call. You know, they've talked to my children, they've rung up and spoke to my children and told them exactly what they'd like to do to me. Smartly enough, my kids are all onto it enough to know that these people are just, they have nothing else better to do with their lives apart from ring up and make abuse, and those sorts of calls get reported. You know, it's called misuse of a telephone, just in case you're uncertain. So I you know, occasionally I'll go through the comments that are left, and most of the trolls, and I'm making a collection, most of the trolls, I actually have a little circle in Google Plus Hangouts that I make a collection of them in, and if they actually have the balls, some of them don't actually hide behind not having Hangouts. You know, some of them sort of limit and restrict their accounts so they can only do certain things. Some of them you can actually offer an invitation to a hangout with. So I do that. Anyone that clearly thinks it's okay to abuse someone that they've never met needs some clarification, i.e. I'm happy to have an argument with them. So I send them an invite. Now, I've had a couple of them respond so far. Michael Whiteford, I think his name was, Whitehouse, an accountant from Wellington. He's been trained and indoctrinated into contract law and commercial law and tax law and all of those wonderful legislations that aren't laws that he considers to be laws, and he has no comprehension. He's not legally trained. He doesn't know what I mean when I'm using the small and subtle words. He vowed and declared that the word includes is not an exclusionary term. So I went online and, of course, after a few seconds of searching, found an excellent paper on it and rebutted his claim. And he was unfortunately able to rebut what I said. So therefore, it's the old story, you know. If I can rebut whatever someone says with some hard facts, I'd expect the same back. Not just, oh, that's just someone's opinion. It's not. I'm showing what the legal interpretation. Oh, and if you want to rebut somebody what their legal interpretations of a word is, it pays not to use something like Oxford fucking dictionary. Alright? When you're arguing a legal discussion, the Oxford dictionary has exactly zero to do with legal. You get a law dictionary or a legal dictionary of those terms of art and have a better comprehension. And you guys have all got to remember that it doesn't matter what I think, what you think, what anybody thinks their opinion or interpretation of a certain word is. It doesn't matter. There's so much infighting between people about what this means, and they'll squabble over it. No. What matters is what the author's interpretation of any word in legislature means. It doesn't matter how many people you want to argue that fact with, but unless you go back to the source, to the author, and ask them what their interpretation of the word is, that is how you get the correct answer. So when I want to know what the correct legal interpretation of a word is, I use a legal reference. I use legislation such as the Interpretations Act, which tells you the legal, legislative interpretations and definitions of certain fucking words. And it has nothing to do with the Oxford Dictionary. Alright? Just a little bit here, just to warn those people out there that are really stupid. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I had one guy that decided to troll, and when I say troll, I mean there's fair enough to say your opinion. It's another thing to threaten physical violence or to be just out and out nasty. You know, I can appreciate people have different opinions out there, but when someone says they're going to fuck you up if they ever run into you, to me that's threatening physical violence. Now, the guy a few weeks ago ended up he was logged into his company, the company that he works for, account, and he decided to give me shit while on his company account. So of course I just went straight online, looked up the company, and then contacted the company direct, and then ended up talking to his boss, and he was told in no uncertain terms not to use company accounts if you're going to go and voice your own opinions. Guess he got a smack on the hand. Not good. So now, today, I've been checking up on a few comments on a few of the clips, and there's the one back in the 1st of August where I got stopped on a checkpoint there, and you know, I was just going from point A to point D, minding my own business, and I got stopped. I didn't hold no hassle up. Fuckers in the high vis that were causing the stoppage. But needless to say, we had this twit. We'll just call him Patricia, and Patricia has decided to, and this is a word of warning to the stupid, ignorant little people out there that really don't comprehend electronics, alright? If you are just trying to be an honest person, alright, filling out your details as you would in Google, you fill out your home address, your phone numbers, your cell phone numbers, your work 0800 numbers, where you work, how long you've been employed for. You're stupid enough to do all of that on your account, and then again you're even more stupid to then use that same account, not set up a dummy account or anything so you can have a bit of anonymity and to keep your employment away from the naughty shit that you want to try and do online. No, if you're stupid enough, you'll actually use that same account that you've put all of your personal detail on, all of your email addresses, phone number, I mean, unreal. You'll actually do that, and then you'll threaten physical violence against me. Now, that's just not the right thing to do, alright? I'm all for people want to have a go, you know, by all means, time and place, no issue at all. But if you want to be stupid enough to insult me, threaten me, do anything like that, and this is to all of you trolls out there, not just Patricia, but if you fuckers want to do that to me, I will. I will contact any employment details I find and ask them whether or not they condone your attitude, whether or not they condone your actions. Because if you're stupid enough to insult somebody and have your actual employment details on that account, then you're associating your employer with those comments. Yes, you are. So I've sent Patricia's employer a small questionnaire. I even told them that perhaps they might want to give Patricia a bit of advice to perhaps set up a dummy account, that if he does want to go ahead and threaten to, I don't know, fuck me up. I think it was he wanted me to suck him at one point there as well. If he wants to do that sort of thing, then cool. If you're going to be that much of a frickin' idiot and insult people, threaten them on an open forum like that, and I don't care what you want to say, mate, as far as I'm concerned it's abuse and it's unnecessary, then you're going to reap what you sow, buddy. And if you're going to implicate or be stupid enough to use your actual details on an account that you choose to do that nasty shit with and have your employer's details linked to it, then guilty by association, I'm sorry, buddy. And I am going to contact every single time I have this. It's 2 now. 2 fucking trolls that I've had decided to just tell me to go and get a life and do some all sorts of nasty little threats. And that's 2 now that have been stupid enough to have their employer's details there as well. Right, so to all those people out there that wish to troll, don't. It's that simple. Or at least don't do it to me. We'll all get along fine. See ya.